Hello everyone. So uh, today we are gonna discuss about the part 2 of malware concepts. In this topic, we'll discuss about the techniques used by the attackers, then malware components, the practicals, and potential unwanted applications. In the previous video, we covered about what is malware, examples of malware, malware entryways. Okay, friends. So today today we'll complete this malware concepts, and next further Trojan concepts will start after APT concepts. Okay. So let's start with the part 2. If you have any doubt, any question, any suggestion, you can update your thoughts in the comments. Okay, I will review all the comments and improve the few things those may lack in our videos, but believe me, you will get everything that is required for an security engineer, for an information security engineer, or network security engineer, cyber security, of course. Okay, you will get all those stuff. Even I have that much experience, around 10 years. I'm thinking like the few things that those I have to know. Okay, that's why I'm making these videos to understand and believe that this will help you guys also. Okay, so let's start with the part 2. So before starting that, I'm just pausing this videos to start my drawing tool. Just give me a second. Okay, perfect. So my tool is now ready here. Let's start the part 2 here. Okay, so we'll discuss about the part 2 here. The techniques. The topic is techniques used by the attackers, malware components, practical and PUAs. We'll see practical if we can do this in this session. Otherwise we'll create a new session for ngred trojan, right? If you will try to download this ngred trojan, you may get an error, and make sure to do not download it from a random sites. This itself contains a trojans or malware, so your system will get impacted. If you have an antivirus, I believe if it is an updated one, then your system, your AV will block this installation. Okay, so you need to make sure like before installing this ngret, that it must be from a trusted site. Okay, let's move it further. Yeah, the next topic is what all are the common techniques those used by attackers to distribute malwares. Okay, so first we have very first is, yeah, uh, we have very first is social engineering click checking. Okay, I will brief this in detail. what is this and about its detail. Then we have black hat SEO, spear phishing sites, spam emails, drive-by downloads, compromise legitimate websites, and malvertising. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so let's discuss all these techniques further. Okay, as I told you, these all are the techniques used by the attackers to distribute malware. How it basically distribute it, it's a big question, right? Like, we have an attacker in this system, and this is our target system. Attacker creates a malware and inject it into the target machine. But how it can distribute, attacker can distribute this malware to this target machine? Okay, how this will work? So the techniques used would be social engineering, click checking, black hat SEOs, spear phishing sites, spam emails, drive-by download, compromised, and malvertised. We will discuss all these in the next slide. Okay, let's brief about these techniques. The very first is social engineering, click checking. Okay, like a clicked and malware embedded in the link execute without the knowledge of users. Like, you have a website, you opened one website, right? And you will get number of pop-ups over there, right? If you want to close those, then it will redirect the page to the new page. Okay, so this is a social engineering, click checking. So if someone click on particular a link, the malware embedded in that link execute without the knowledge of users. Okay, I hope you got it. Now the second is black hat SEOs. Black hat SEO is search engine optimization. Search engine optimization is used to rank the website at the top. Okay, some development tech companies use this SEO technique, so their tool, their training part, their like the important uh, asset should be at the top. Okay, suppose if there is an organization that provides trainings. Okay, so to provide the trainings, there are around you can say 100 plus companies. Those provides trainings. But you want, if someone types training in the browser, your organization name should be at the top in the search. How? For that, SEO is used. Okay, I hope you got it. Yeah. So the techniques of using unrelated keywords to get higher reach, like keyword stuffing, page swapping, etc. Okay, perfect. Then we have spear phishing site. In spear phishing sites means duplicate of legitimate sites like banks. Okay, if someone create a duplicate of bank site, so any user can log in with their credentials, update the credit card numbers, bank account data, etc. So everything is breached by hackers and they can use for fraud, payment, and steal information. Okay, then next we have is malvertising. Malvertising is a technique to embed the malware embed the malware advertising in a legitimate online advertising. Means, as you know, like if you type on a Google, like you can say uh okay, let me type it like credit card. So once you type this, your information will be sent to other organizations and they got to know like you are interested in credit card. Then open any of the website and all the sites you will see credit card from this bank, credit card from this bank, credit card for this bank. Okay, so this is a techniques of and name is malvertising. Spam emails. Of course, you all are aware about this spam emails. Like you got an email and there's an attachment over there or there is a link over there. You will click on that link, the link will download the attachments and execute the malware without the consent of users. Okay, then drive-by downloads. Let me explain here. Drive-by downloads, eh, unintentionally downloading the softwares via internet because there is options like install Wi-Fi drivers and you click on that, it got downloads and you have found that this actually is not actually a Wi-Fi, but it's something else. Okay, then RTF injections, drive-by download, spam, compromise legitimate website. Okay, compromise legitimate website. So your browser should be updated. If browser reaches the malicious sites, then your system will get impacted. Okay. Next we have is RTF, rich text format injections. Attacker injects malicious macros into the RTF files. Okay. And once the legitimate users clicked on that, then malicious template downloaded to in the terms of files, and system may get hacked. Okay. So these are the common examples. Like here you can see advertisements, pop-ups. Okay. So click checking. You click on that, you'll get something new. Okay, this is a spam. Like I hope you got some emails or confirmation from someone like, hey, I have provided this email to you. It might be possible it's in your spam. Okay, so this is the spam part. So these all are the techniques those used by the attackers to distribute malwares. Okay, and let's talk about malware components now. In malware components, yeah, in malware components, there are different types of components. Okay, like cryptor, downloader, malware. Okay, sorry. Yep. Cryptor, downloader, dropper, exploits, malicious code, payload, packer, obfuscator, and injector. Okay, so these all are the topics. Those are basically the malware components. I will discuss all of these with you. Okay. If you have any questions, any doubt, please let me know, and I will try to explain all of these in a simple manner. Okay, I will make more videos on the same topics, so it will help you to gather more information about these topics. Okay, let's start with the very first one, that is our cryptors. Let's see if we can. Okay, perfect. I got it. Okay. So cryptor is basically used to hide the existence of malware. Okay, it protects the malware from reverse engineering or analysis, and it is very difficult to detect by security mechanisms. Next one we have downloaders. Okay, next one we have downloaders. So I don't know how it works. Sometime my PPT works or sometime, yeah. So downloaders, it downloads the other malwares and malicious code. Like, let me explain you. Like, it's a type of Trojan that download other malwares or malicious codes from internet to a PC. Okay, so they first you have deployed the downloaders over there, and downloaders, then the Trojan that downloads Trojan is used to download other malwares, malicious code from the internet. This is called as a downloader. Then we have dropper. From its name, it's a dropper. It's like the carrier of a carrier of malware. Okay, it is used to transport and execute the malware on the target systems. Transport and execute malware on the target system. From name it is clear, right? Then we have exploits. Exploits basically are the part of the malwares that contain code, sequence of commands that can take advantage of the vulnerabilities in the digital systems. Okay, as we know, in most of the application there are some vulnerability with their older versions, right? So exploit help us to identify those vulnerability, exploit those vulnerabilities with with the specific code or sequence of commands, right? The next one is, let's start with this. Yeah, injectors. Injector injects exploit into other vulnerable processes. Okay, and vulnerable running processes, and changes the method of execution to hide and prevent its removal. Okay, suppose there are some other vulnerable running processes are going on, and so it injects that malicious code into those and change the method of executions. Then we have obfuscator. Obfuscator, it conceals the malicious code and make difficult to detect and remove it. It's basically a program that hides the data, a code, make it difficult to detect and remove. Packers means like the compress the malware file to convert the code and data malware into an unreadable format. Once it is in unreadable format, that then you can see it's a packer, like the compressed the malware file. Okay, then we have payload. The main thing is payload, because in payload it is the part of malware and that performs the desired activity when activated. It might be possible it can delete a file, modify a file, or degrade the system performance. It can do anything. Okay, the main thing is once the malware is activated, it performs the desired activity. Then we have malicious code. Malicious code is basically a piece of code and commands the, that result in security breaches. Okay, any doubt? You can ping me over. Oh, it's not Teams, but you can update over the ticket or in the comments. Okay, and I will try to answer all your questions over there. Let's go to the next slide. That is our PUA. Yeah. So PUA is potential unwanted applications, or you can say programs. The application that may pose several risks to security and privacy of data stored in the system. Okay, and you can say the PUAs are grayware and junkware, right? So most of let's brief this in detail. PUAs can degrade the system performance and comprise the privacy and data securities. Okay. PUAs can covertly monitor and alter the data or systems in the system settings in the system similar to other malware. Okay, let me brief you again here. PUAs or grayware, these are a kind of application that put the data security and privacy at the risk. I hope it is clear now. Okay. So those are the graywares or you can say junkwares. Now let's start with first one here. The types of PUAs are adware. As I told you, adwares are kind of advertisement. Okay. Advertisements of offering free sales, pop-ups of online services. Okay, you can like you can open any website and you will see pop-up over there, services, sales are going on like this. Okay, these all are the adwares. Then we have torrent. Torrent is basically used to download the large files or and it download the unwanted programs without the consent of users, because with file there is a autorun.exe also and you are not aware about this. This may compromise your security. Then we have marketing. Marketing is monitor online activities and sell to the TPAs about interest. As I told you in the previous examples, if on Google, if you search for shoes, you will start getting notice uh, from different companies, like you will get 10% sale, 50% off, like from Puma, Flipkart, Amazon. They will start sending you advertisements. Okay, so this is kind of marketing, like monitor the online activities of the user and let the TPAs know like what customer is looking for. This is basically a revenue generation. Okay, then we have crypto miners. Crypto mining, a very common example is Bitcoin. Nowadays it is used everywhere. It makes use of personal assets and financial data. Okay, this is the crypto mining of cryptos. Okay, this is a Bitcoin. Dialers. If you have installed a dialer in your system, then that dialer will automatically start calling to your contacts without your consent. Okay, adware, torrent, marketing, crypto mining, and dialer. These all are the applications that may pose severity risk to the security and privacy of data stored in the system. Let me brief more about adware here. Adware is basically a program that support advertisement and generate unsolicited ads and pop-ups. Okay, it's a program that support advertisements, generate ads and pop-ups. These are used to generate revenue. And malicious adware is installed on a computer via, yeah, so attackers can add the malicious adwares over there via cookies, plugin, file sharing, or freeware. Indication of malware. How to identify whether there is a malware over not or not, right? Then first is frequently system lagging. Okay, your system will start lag. Then un up inundated advertisements. Okay, incessant cache crash, malicious homepage, presence of new browser, like there is a new browser over there, slow internet, unusual network traffic. These all are the indication. Then there is a like the resources utilization. Yeah. So there is a malware in the system. Okay, perfect. Let me remove all this. Okay, so we have covered our techniques used by the attackers, malware components, PUAs here. Okay, we have left with the NG-Red Trojans, right? I did the practical on the AC Council lab, but for me, I tried to download it and it seems my system did not allow it. No, me allowed me to run that my system and due to the antivirus. So we'll see. I will share all these practical videos also with you. I'm working on it. I will keep sharing that. So today we discussed about the techniques used by attackers to distribute malwares. Then we briefed all these techniques one by one here. Malware components. What all are the components like cryptor, downloader, droppers, exploit? These all are the malware components. We discussed the detail. What is PUAs and grayware, junkware? Okay, how it works. And then we have a specific adware. How to indicate what indicates about the malware, like if unusual network traffic, slow internet, presence of new browsers. These all are the indication of malware here. Okay, I believe um I believe most of the topics I have covered now. And if you have any doubt, any question, please share with me. If you need this PPT, let me know. I will send to your Gmail or any email ID, right? Just put your comment for the PPT. I will share over there. Okay. It might be possible I will upload it to my GitHub. If you did not get that, then let me know. I will share with you all guys. Okay. And see you in the next video. Bye.